Supplemental Log 4. These will be out of order. If you can't tell, I'm recording this from inside the hotel safe, along with the brooch from Zurich. I can feel it next to me. I am conflicted. On one hand, this speaker scares me. His plan scares me. I don't know what it is or what it means. But, on the other hand, my time in Prague has been incredible. He has taken me to all the places I've wanted to visit, and while I can't see, I can feel. I have experienced the city I've always wanted to. It has been a wonderful way to spend my last time. Part of my reason to come to Prague was to visit Kutna Hora. I'm sure the speaker will tell you all about that when he gets back from the day. Oh, I've recorded to calling him the speaker. Still haven't found any examples of his name. The reason is concerning because of what it might mean. I have thought of 3 possible options. 1, it's a coincidence. People just haven't said his name very often, or while the recorder is around, and I just haven't heard it. 2, it's some sort of privacy secret. He wants to keep his identity out of whatever this project is, and he wants to remain anonymous, which I can understand. Or 3, the speaker's name is an illusion. Everyone thinks they know it, but they do not. That would mean he's not human. He's something else. I hope it's not option 3. Now, time to move on from all that. Let's talk about the brooch of Exuberantius, or the brooch the speaker has been calling his key. Odd. It's seemingly extremely important to his plan or project or whatever. I still don't know much about it. Rather frustrating. The only thing I've learned is that after it's completed, it seems the speaker won't ever be the same. Whenever he refers to it, he talks about himself as if he won't be there. I wonder what that means. Maybe part of the plan is a sacrifice? Himself or someone or something? I'm not quite sure. If that's the case, this plan can't mean anything good. In regards to mythology or the paranormal or all other systems that lie beyond everyday reality, absence by sacrifice rarely means anything good. End of Supplemental Log 4. The Czech Republic. More specifically, Prague. The city bears a second name. The City of 100 Spires. Lots of Gothic architecture here. It's beautiful. However, arguably, the most beautiful thing in the entire republic lies outside of the city borders. The city Kutna Hora lies about 90 kilometers away, or around 55 miles from my American idiots. Aren't you American? Yes, but I can acknowledge the stupidity of my own country. As I was saying, Kutna Hora. A beautiful city. A dead city. Back in the 13th century, Kutna Hora rivaled Prague politically, economically, and culturally. It was a bustling city, rich with vast, sprawling silver mines. Unfortunately, after several run-ins with the plague, the 30 Years' War, and the loss of their silver mines, the city of Kutna Hora died. It died quietly. It was not attacked, not taken over, just forgotten. It makes me think of my time with Annie back in London. God, that feels like forever ago. Time flies when you're saving the world. Yeah, saving. The city died slowly, with a whimper, not a bang. It was forgotten. But not by us. Not by you. I now understand your wish to be laid there. I did some research. Kutna Hora is home to the Sedlik ossuary, the Bone Church. It's world famous. How do you plan on getting us there? It just so happens, as part of the tour group, we're visiting the city. Supplemental Log 5. That's bullshit. End of Supplemental Log 5. EF Gapier has arranged for a bus to drive us all up to Kutnahora. I'll slip away and take you to the Sedlak ossuary when we get the chance. Good. Thank you. Well, of course. My end of the bargain, right? Right. I had a question for you. Speak quieter. There's no one sitting around me, but they might still overhear. What is your question? What connects you so much to the paranormal? What do you mean? You have knowledge no human should have. You speak of your experience, but nothing of specifics. All this time, through all these adventures, you've done amazing things, terrifying things. You've faced spirit guardians, run from anomalies, made deals with haunts, and killed a vampire? I don't know all the details because you won't share them with me. All this time I thought we were becoming closer. I shared my story with you. You know of my life and my death. My name is Philibert Espert. It was my story that I told to you back when we first met. What is your name? Why do you ask me this? Because I wonder. You should not ask me this. I am to learn of you and your world. You should not have done that. You are not to know of my...
Hey, who are you talking to?
Nothing. My recorder. Just talking out loud. Recording my thoughts.
Oh, cool. Like a podcast?
Sure. So, are we going to talk about what happened back on the bus? No. I told you from the beginning I value privacy. With the importance of my mission and the danger of the world I'm stepping in, I don't want my name anywhere near this. I have to stay anonymous. I understand that. I'm sorry I pushed you. I forgive you. Just do not bring it up again. I was aware it was your story, but thank you for telling me, Philibert. Supplemental Log 7. He's lying. I can feel it. That outburst on the bus was not out of fear. Not for his own safety, at least. I still can't quite grasp the wider plan here. But I know one thing for certain. The speaker is hiding his true intentions. I wish I had more time to investigate. Maybe even stop him if it comes to that. Could it come to that? I don't know. I may never know. We're approaching my final resting place. End of Supplemental Log 7. I better bury these deep. Oh, there we go. The recorder wouldn't turn on. Everything all right in there? Yes. Well, mostly, I'm tired. You know this. I'm reaching the end of my existence. It's becoming harder for me to operate the machine. Perfect timing, then. We're here. This place is impressive. There must be thousands of bodies here. I can feel it. Why don't you do your thing and summon the story of this place? I don't have a thing. I don't summon stories. I'm well researched. Disease, plague, and war. Around the mid-14th century, death was busy on Earth. The plague was ripping through Europe. A few things happened around this time that led to the creation of the Bone Church. 1. Millions had already died from the plague, and many more were dying from the Bohemian Wars, which started as the plague was losing its deadliness. 2. Henry, the abbot of the Cistercian monastery, traveled to the Holy Land on the orders of the King of Bohemia. Henry returned with some of said land, literally. He sprinkled the dirt over the Abbey Cemetery, which in turn caused the Abbey Cemetery to become a sort of fashionable resting place. All throughout Central Europe, word of this desirable burial site in Kutnahora became commonplace. The Abbey Cemetery soon became overflowing with bodies and required expansion. A Gothic chapel was built to accommodate this. The first chapel wasn't quite the famous Bone Church widely known today. It was rebuilt several times and redesigned even more. 3. According to the local legend, The task of exhuming skeletons and stacking their bones was given to a half-blind monk. However, the more macabre, unsettling decorations are a gift of another. These include the chandelier that contains at least one of every bone in the body, and built of more than 100 different bodies, and the giant coat of arms of the Schwarzenberg family, also made entirely of human bones. The artist behind these was a woodcarver hired by the Schwarzenberg family, named František Rindt. His signature can also be found on the wall. It, too, is made from bone. The desire to be included, plus the morbidly fascinating talent of the woodcarver, birthed the Sedlic ossuary of the Cemetery Church of All Saints, the Bone Church, home to more than 40,000 bodies. It's beautiful. I can feel it even from outside the grounds. It's a bustling highway of souls. I hope you're not an introvert. Ready? Let's see this church. Supplementary log 8. See what I mean? All of that information off the top of his head? I don't think so. End of supplementary log 8. Not as many people in here as I would have thought. Well, alive ones, that is. A few tourists walking around, nothing else. But the souls, they are so loud. Where do you wish to lay? I will leave the recorder and freely enter the ossuary, where I will remain and drift off to join the countless others. Please, if you would, light a candle for me. I can do that. So, what will happen once you leave? The recorder will function all the same, and I will learn the names and stories of my fellow souls here, reminiscing and sharing until our time is up. That sounds peaceful. Yes it does. After so long with no one else, this is all I could ask for. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for finding me. I'm glad I did. Goodbye, Philibert. It was a true pleasure to know you. Yes, Speaker. I wish I could have gotten to know you more. Philibert, are you still here? I'm still here. Would you consider us friends? I do. Hello? Philibert? Goodbye, friend.